All right, so let's just say that I have seen Section 31 in its entirety. And
Can you give us something of the story before you
Paramount sent a follow-up email, not only stating that I cannot reveal anything about the plot until the embargo is lifted. Once the embargo lifted, there are 12 items that I cannot talk about in my review.
Literally, they list the items?
Do not say this. Do not say
What's
this.
on the list?
Yeah, I can't tell you what's on the list.
Oh God, that is really micromanaging. Anyways,
that is. Okay, so I can only give you a reaction to it.
And wait, we've seen the trailer.
Yes.
So we've all watched the trailer. Alan, give us your. It's
reaction.
Not a review; it's a reaction.
It's a reaction. Okay, I'm going to give it the best backhanded compliment I can get. Section 31 is the most enjoyable Star Trek of modern Star Trek, except for Picard season 3.
Okay, that's kind of a compliment. But when I look at this poster, it's like an Axel Braun adult film. It's like a very dominatrix looking Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
With her leg on some guy kneeling in front of her on the floor. Like, what is, I don't even know what this is.
Well,
I'm Star Trek.
Yeah, part of me is confused because, okay, so this is the same character as Star Trek Discovery, the first season.
Yeah.
When she goes up. But this is clearly, I don't think this is not a spoiler, but she's from a different universe. Mirror universe.
A mirror universe.
And I don't know if that character has been played out, the one that appears here, because I don't watch modern Star Trek. Look, the best thing I can say about this is if this show came out during Deep Space Nine, we would probably like it. Because one, it's part of modern Star Trek, so it's a continuation past Picard season 3. So that's kind of its timeline. This is basically the Suicide Squad of Star Trek. So it's a band of sketchy criminal type people working for the Federation or doing some Mission Impossible mission for the Federation. There's a lot of humor, a lot of action, swearing, sexual innuendo. That's what you get with this. And the reason I say that if it took place during Deep Space Nine, I think we would probably embrace this a little bit more. But because it takes place during current Star Trek, this show definitely is set in the world of Star Trek, but is not bound by the rules of the Federation, the Prime Directive, and all that stuff. The problem is current day Star Trek violates that stuff anyways. So current day Star Trek never feels like it was the Roddenberry Star Trek. Current Star Trek is like, we're bending things here and there. Apparently racism is back and things like that.
Oh God.
Yeah. And so this doesn't feel that much different than the other rule violations that occur on current day Star Trek. Look, by saying it's the most enjoyable, I'm definitely not saying it's perfect. I'm definitely not saying it'll blow your socks off. What the show reminds me of is old action sci-fi from the 80s and 90s. In terms of the quality of the action, the quality of the science fiction tech, and also the plot holes that often exist in those shows. And so it's not perfect. But like I said, if this was taking place during DS9, I think we'd probably enjoy it. Unfortunately,
well, I'm seeing the chat, Uncle Remus. Is it gay? Is it very gay?
So I will say that it sets itself up as a pilot of a series. Okay. I don't think they're going to do it because Michelle Yeoh is expensive. But honestly, at the end of it, when it goes into the next episode, I was like, okay, I might actually check out the second episode. Is it gay? Not eye rolling, not eye rolling woke. Let's put it that way. It didn't. If it was there, maybe I didn't catch it. And if it was there, it didn't bother me.
Saying the gay went over your head.
Yeah, there are certainly gender fluid characters out in the universe. And
yeah, well, who cares about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But in terms of, we need to make a point,
no lecture. There's nothing.
There's a lecture, no, there's not there.
No lecture?
There's no lecture in this movie.
All right. So are you mixed? Seem mixed to positive.
I'm mixed. I think in terms of moving the needle on, hey, Star Trek's moving in the right direction. No. But it kind of keeps the needle in the same place. It doesn't move it back. It doesn't move it forward. It just sort of exists and, have fun with it. But, you will find plot holes. You will find its imperfections. But like I said, you're not going to get angry with it destroying Star Trek like you will everything else modern day Star Trek does.